You're at a point in your life where you are feeling intuitive and you want to be the creator of your own energy, what you're feeling, what you're processing, what you're taking in. So you're a little bit nervous and you don't know how to start. Previously, we talked about tarot reading. I do want to say that I think that could be one of the first introductions into understanding your spirituality for yourself when you create that connection with a deck of cards. My suggestion is definitely find a local crystal shop or an oddity shop, somewhere where you can go into the store and personally see the decks of cards and just see which one calls to you, which one is pulling you towards the deck. For me personally, this was the deck that was calling out to me, and I knew I had to get it. I just fell in love with the imagery, the colors, the gold. Let me tell you how crazy I am about this deck. My dogs got a hold of it, and luckily they didn't mess up the cards. They just got to the book. And when I tell you guys, I was devastated and I was bawling and crying. So you want to be the person in control of your own readings. I know for a lot of us, when we're on social media, we'll see people pulling cards and they'll say something along the lines of if you're seeing this on your feed, it's meant for you. But I think we're at a point in our lives where so many of us are starting to understand that we already have this inside of us and we can literally do it ourselves just by coming to terms with the idea of we are the creators of our own energy and the temple is within. So you found your deck, called to you, you brought it home, you opened it up. Do not pull from the cards yet. You have to bind yourself to these. You have to form that connection with these. You have to let the cards know who you are, your energy, the cards' energy. I did not do that with my first deck. And I will say, because I did not do that with my first deck, I never got the types of reading from that particular deck than this deck. There are people who put a lot of work into these cards and they spend years on them with the imagery and the stories and what they want each card to tell. So I think getting a deck of cards from a store that you can actually go and pick up the cards and hold that box and see if you have a connection with it is really important. Here is one of my first tips for you. Go through the book and just sort of get an understanding of the author, the illustrator. So this particular illustrator of this deck is Matt Hughes, and he added 2 additional cards into it. And most tarot books will give you a story of the cards, but then they'll also give you a type of pulling that you can do with this particular deck. Get to know each card. I will say, in all honesty, I did not, and I still do not do that. I really do enjoy the fact that I'm an intuition reader. I let the cards speak to me. I let the cards talk to me. So I don't generally go through the book first. I don't even know why it came to me to do it that way. But for me, because everything I always do is with intuition, intuitively, I told myself, I don't need to read the descriptions of the cards just yet. I need to get to know my deck. The first thing you have to do is cleanse your cards. It's been touched, it's been traveled, it's been moving around, it's had other processed energies put on it. Cleanse your cards. So that way it almost feels like a clean slate. And here's how I do that. Understanding that all energy is made up of what's around us. Some of us feel like we're grounded with the earth, we're one with the earth. It's best practice to light with what could be done with the earth itself. So matches are a natural lighting element. Most of us may not have matches, or we have so many lighters around. The first understanding is this is a substance inside of here. Before I light my incense, I light a piece of wood. That's only because I don't have matches. So when my incense is burned out, I have a little stick left, and I use this stick to relight my candle because the wood was lit with the lighter, I light the wood, and then I light my candle. So now that my candle's lit, I want to light my incense. This is a Palo Santo stick, but it's got other herbs wrapped around it. And the Palo Santo itself is really cleansing with energy and purifying. I love Palo Santo. So now, because I lit the candle, this is going to be my natural to natural lighting. So I'm going to light my incense. And I know it would be a lot easier if I just had matches. I'll get around to getting some. All my smoke is starting to build up. The whole point of this is just becoming one with any tool that you plan to form a connection with. It could be crystals, it could be rocks, it could be cards, anything that you're trying to tie a personal connection to, cleanse it. Then take this same stick, cleanse your home, cleanse your area. Anywhere you're feeling a little bit heavy, cleanse it. Everything we do is with intention. What is intention? Intention is with purpose, with clarity, with boundary, with understanding, and with mindfulness. So when you want to cleanse your cards, maybe make it a habit after every reading, cleanse your cards, because it might still be tethered to the reading you had before. But for your initial one, just take your incense stick, make sure that smoke is revolving around the cards itself, and put your intention into it. Cleanse the card from any hands that have touched it, transit it went through, cleanse the deck of becoming one with you, cleanse the deck of wanting you as much as you want it, and to form a togetherness. Together, you'll read to me what energies you want expressed and told. And through me, I'll use you as a medium of exploration. You've cleansed your deck. You want to blow out your candle. Don't blow it. Use an element like a spoon to put that out. I won't do it yet. I kind of like the little ambiance that's going on here. Knock it. It's kind of a way of saying welcome home. You let me in, shuffle, shuffle. Because it's a new deck, everything is going to be in order. I like to do the domino effect where I am spreading it out and mixing it up and just letting it naturally just shuffle on its own in whatever way it wants to do it. You shuffle how you want to shuffle. The reason why I know that I have cleansed these cards and have become one with these cards is because I know my struggles of what I'm going through. I know what I'm dealing with. I already know what I want these cards to show me. What am I going through? What am I dealing with? And there is not a time that I pull these cards and one particular card will show itself to me over and over. It doesn't matter what I do, where I'm at in life, because I haven't been able to process that part of my life. That card tends to always show up in a personal reading of mine. What's funny is no matter the deck I use, if I'm trying to do a reading for myself, that card will jump out at me. So for me personally, my card that continues to jump out at me, we call it our home card, our card that is probably us to our core. Whatever it is we're dealing with or whoever we are as a person, you'll find yourself shuffling and you might find yourself laying out your deck. And whatever you do, you can't escape this card. Love that card. In all honesty, love that card because maybe it's a party you don't want to accept. Maybe you accept it, but love that card. For me, it is the 10 of Wands. I cannot escape the 10 of Wands. It'll come in reverse and it'll come upright depending on how I'm feeling. I have been on a spiritual journey of releasing for years. I carry everything, I carry everyone. There's no escaping the world and its baggages. And the 10 of Wands for me is a reminder of let it go, release it. So when it comes in reverse, the wands are all falling out of the bag. It's as if to say you're tired, you're exhausted. Let it go, sister. You're actually doing it. When it's upright, it's telling me, hey, I think you're holding on to things that you shouldn't be holding on to. How much of it can you try to release? How much control can you give yourself the opportunity of releasing? And no matter which way it comes to me, it always resonates. That is tarot reading. Understanding what the cards are telling you, how it's being received to you, what is it telling you in your gut? Because for us, intuition is a gut feeling, and reading is the same way. It's presenting to you in a way that you can shed the old, release the new. Once you kind of play around with your deck and you do some personal readings and you find a card that continuously jumps out to you, you'll start to feel a lot more connected with the cards. You can do a 3-card pull. So you can do it so many different ways. I like odd cards, the cards that jump, the cards that are coming out misplaced, the cards that seem like they want to pull out. So I tend to shuffle like this. See, and there's already one popping out. And then if nothing naturally jumps out, I just grab top cards. 1, 2, 3. And this is just a way of getting to know your deck. Your first card can be the card of past thoughts, past feelings, past emotions, whatever it's reading to you in the past, read it that way. The middle card is your energy card. What energy, what aura, what feelings are you processing in the present moment? Because one of the things we forget about in our lives is sometimes we're so focused on the past and we're so focused on the future that we forget about the present moment. So always bring your center energy back to keep you in the present moment. And this is just going to tell you how you're feeling, what is going on in your world that you can change, or what's bringing you down externally versus internally. Whatever the story is telling you for your energy, let that be it. And then the third card I like to think of as the what's to come card. If you understand the past and if you understand your current energy, take that energy and turn it into something positive. What is it reading to you about if you can process these two realities? What can you manifest for yourself? Not necessarily future, but what can you manifest for yourself? And then journal this and keep doing it. But one of the ways to build a really strong relationship with you and your energy and your cards is pull when the cards are calling to you. So if you have your card set up somewhere and you walk into that area and you're not pulled in the direction of the cards, maybe it's not a day to pull. Let's say you keep going into that space in that area and your eyes keep directly going to it and you keep making eye contact with these cards and you keep feeling the cards in your hand. You keep feeling yourself shuffling it. Go take those cards and do a reading and then journal it. And eventually, as you become more familiar with yourself, you can be able to utilize this as a means of helping others if you want. You don't have to use it to help others. You can generally use it just to help with your own energy and your own feelings and what you're processing and going through. If 3 cards seem too intimidating, pull one. That one card can be your energy from the day before. How were you feeling yesterday? How did yesterday go for you? And if the cards are resonating with how your day was yesterday, then you know you're pulling intuitively and you're learning how to build your stories based on truth. So if you're pulling the cards and what you're pulling resonates with yesterday, then keep doing this and you'll start building a familiar essence with the cards themselves. Now, I talked about not going back, not reading the book in the beginning. The reason why is you want to be able to build a relationship with what the cards are telling you visually, right? After you've finished your reading, after you've journaled it, after you've processed it, just like a dream state, book, pick up the cards, look it up, and see, was your intuition in tune with what the book's recommendation of what that card is? And that is how you can test the integrity of tarot reading in the beginning to know, are you intuitively reading your cards like you should be? Are you receiving the message from your cards the way your cards want you to receive it? And just knowing that you are intuitively reading the cards before you even understand what each card was written for with purpose by the author who did the cards, you will build a stronger connection with your deck. You're building a relationship with yourself, expanding your energy on your own. And we are opening the doors of spirituality to let everybody know that you already have this inside of you. You use it and you build on it and you grow from it. And then as a collective, we can all keep growing spiritually. How amazing would that be? We all have it inside of us. Bring it out. See where it takes you. Let's go on this journey together. Find a deck of cards that call out to you. Go to a crystal shop, go to an oddity shop, try to avoid commercialized places, and then hold the box. And if the box feels like it feels right, then more than likely the cards are going to feel right too.